Okay. I don't share my fishing spots on the internet. But in this video, I'm gonna finally explain why. If you guys have followed Until Journey's End the last 4 years, you have come along with me onto some absolutely stunning fishing locations. I've been incredibly blessed to explore some of the most gorgeous places to fish and hunt in the United States. But you probably have noticed something. I rarely, if ever, reveal the location on where I am fishing. And the number one question that I get on this channel is, Micah, where is that fishing spot? And while I'm not gonna share these exact locations, I'm not gonna leave you guys high and dry. Skip to this part of the video if you just wanna learn the exact tools that I use to find these awesome fishing spots. I want to empower you and I want to inspire you to go out and make your own fishing adventures. Okay, so let's get right into it. Why don't I share fishing locations on this channel? Well, there's two primary reasons, and they're really in no specific order. They're both equally as important, so I really hope that you hear me out here. The first reason goes back to when I first started this channel 4 years ago. I had to ask myself, what do I want to accomplish with Until Journey's End? And I came up with 3 words. I want to entertain you, I want to inspire you, and I want to educate you, in that order. And I realized if I were to create infotainment videos, basically videos where people come to get information or to learn something, I would have to continue on that trend because that is what people are expecting. And even though my third point, I do want to educate you, that isn't the main point of this channel. I find the most enjoyment of creating content that entertains you and inspires you, and I'm constantly trying to hone those skills. Now, this goes right into my second point, which is like the jelly to a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You can't have one without the other. Sorry, dad joke. I want to inspire you to put in the legwork. Because if I were just to reveal to you where these locations are, I'm robbing you of probably the most important part of a fishing adventure, the discovery. I want you guys to discover these places for yourself. It is such an incredibly rewarding feeling to go online, research places on forums, use maps to discover these different locations and places, read old diaries written 30, 40, 50 years ago, plan your trip, and then go on an adventure, and it could be a bust. Or it could be a memory of a lifetime, and you discovered it for yourself. You know, and I think by not revealing these locations, it also weeds out a certain group of people. These are the people who throw a plastic bottle outside a car window or leaves a campsite totally trashed. Usually, these are the people who are not willing to put in the legwork, who are not willing to put in a few hours of their time to research about these places. And I genuinely think by creating this kind of culture, I'm at the least possibly weeding out some of these people. Those people are just not ready yet. I want them to be, but first, maybe we need to inspire them to care and love for these places. So in a way, the culture that I'm trying to build through these videos is a culture that starts to develop a love and a passion for someone who's maybe just getting into backpacking or just getting into fishing. If those kinds of people have to put in a little legwork in the very early stages, they're gonna start to develop an appreciation and love for this beautiful world that we all live and share. You know, I've been accused of a lot of things. I've been accused of trying to hide my fishing spots, that these fishing spots are mine, and I'm just trying to keep my little honey hole to myself. Folks, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to convince you of that. Some people are just gonna believe what they believe, but this is truly my heart, and I'm not trying to hide anything. This world, these beautiful locations that I travel to and I share with you guys, they're not my own. I don't own them. We own them. We, as a collective, it's our job to take care of these places, to steward them, to make sure we can have something to pass down to the next generation. I know that you and me and my viewers, we don't agree on everything. I love to do catch and cooks. I actually believe that fishing and hunting, one of the primary reasons why we should do it is for wild game, wild food to have for our tables. But with that comes a responsibility to maintain these populations. That's a whole nother video. My point is, we don't have to agree on everything, but I hope now at the end of this video, we can at least maybe agree on the fact that the point of Until Journey's End is to entertain, to inspire, and to ultimately educate you, to fall in love with the great outdoors through fishing, hunting, or whatever it may be. And on that journey together, we can both learn a thing or two, share some stories, share some laughs, and build some memories together. Now, the next juicy part of this video is, what do I use to find these awesome locations? Well, here's what I do. So what I'm about to show you guys is the first thing that I do before I go on any of my trips. And regardless if you live in California or not, this mentality you can take with you no matter where you live. So first thing we're gonna do is go into your browser and you're gonna search for Fly Fishing the Sierra. Gotta spell it right. There we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to flyfishingthesierra.com, and the front page is going to look just like this. This website is created by a lovely gentleman named Steve Shalla. I've never met this guy, but he has been fishing the Sierra Nevada for well over 30 years. And Steve's maps for fishing the Sierra Nevada are hands down the best that I've ever found. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right up here to the map section. He has the Sierra broken up into its 4 different territories. So we'll just click on the Eastern Sierra for this example. And you're going to scroll down and you're going to see these boxes. Each of these boxes are a clickable section. And when you click on it, it takes you deeper into the maps and it gives you even more subsections of all the different areas within this section of the Eastern Sierra. And then you can click on another box and then it takes you into another section. It has all the lakes labeled. If you scroll down, he has a section for directions that actually gets you to this area by car. And then this is where the good stuff is, folks. All of this down here is all the information that you need on fish species, on what kind of flies that you want to use, what kind of trout live in these areas, how many miles it's going to take you to backpack to some of these backcountry lakes and streams. Guys, the information that Steve has is gold. You guys are going to learn so much from this man. He has a wealth of knowledge. He spent 30 plus years mapping the Sierra Nevada and fishing it. Even if you're not into fly fishing, this is going to be extremely helpful information for you. Building your knowledge is going to help you prepare for your next trip. And folks, it's going to build your excitement to a level you never thought possible. Now get on out there and make some memories.